Writing one variable inequalities. So, um, for each of these statements, it's really important that you understand the difference between and or. Well, if you're in math class, you are in math class and English class. Well, this is always false. You're never going to be in math class and in English class. If you're watching this video, you can kind of think you're in math class. I'm in math class or in English class. That's true. 3 plus 5 is 8. That's true. 7 minus 1 is 6. 5 is less than 6. So that's true. So overall, this statement is true. Is 10 plus 2 not equal to 12 and 8 minus 3 is less than 0? No, that's false. Both of those statements are false. Now we're saying 3 is less than 9 or 10 is equal to 9. So here, this one is true. So if we say this is true or that is true, we say, yeah, the whole thing could be true. Well, not the whole thing is true, but the statement that one of them is true or the other one is true because or means just one, at least one. And now here we say -4 is greater than 1 or 10 equals to 11. That's false, so overall the statement is false. When we look at this is saying, all right, 0.34 is greater than or equal to 1/3 is greater than or equal to 30%. Well, if we convert these all into decimals, this is 0.33 repeating, greater than or equal to 0.30. So this is a true statement because this is bigger than this and this is bigger than this. When you see these together in the same line, it's saying really that this is between those two. It's saying that this is bigger than this is bigger than that, and overall, this is the largest to the smallest. If you reverse the order, then it means the opposite. Right? X is not negative. Well, if we said X is not negative, so we can, the main three things that we'd say, this is negative, this is 0, sorry, this is 0, and this is positive. So in order to write that in one inequality, we want to say that it's 0 or positive. So X is going to be 0 or positive. That's this. This is our answer to that question. It's important that you know the difference between the signs as well. So -4 squared is -16, plus 11 is -5. So each of these, -5 equals that. That's true. Is -5 greater than -5? No. Is -5 less than -5? No. Is -5 greater than or equal to? Yes. The or equal to makes it true. The or equal to makes it true because we're comparing two equal things. This is saying -5 is less than or equal to -5, which is true. So these three were the true statements. If we want to compare 3 and 2 in an inequality, there are a bunch of ways you can do this. You could say 3 is greater than 2. 3 is greater than or equal to 2. You could say 3 is not equal to 2. You could even go 2 is less than 3. You could go 2 is less than or equal to 3. Or 2 is not equal to 3. So, to write an inequality, most of the same principles apply as to writing equations. However, you need to know these particular concepts. At least, at most, minimum, and maximum describe the or equal to versions. Someone who's 5 feet tall is at least 5 feet tall. If I say you have to be at least 5 feet tall to go on the ride, and you're exactly 5 feet tall, you can go on the ride. So those symbols represent being equal to or greater than or less than, depending on which side. X less than 8. 8 less than X is X minus 8. Some people describe this as a switch word. What this is saying is that we're starting from X and taking 8 away from it. So that's subtraction. But if we start putting in the word is, now we're starting to be comparing things. Is represents comparison. Is without a less than is saying equal. is equal, but is less than, and without an is, now we're starting to use operations like subtraction. Y is more than, same thing, is a comparison, while y more than 2 is addition. So the things that we're usually doing when we're writing an inequality, we're determining which two pieces are being compared, which one is bigger, and can they be equal. So a go-kart has a maximum weight limit of 240 pounds. The weight limit is being compared to the 240 pounds. So the weight limit is being compared to 240 pounds. Somewhere between those need to be an inequality sign. Which one needs to be bigger? Is the weight going to be bigger, or is 240 pounds going to be bigger? Your weight needs to be at most 240. Can you have exactly 240 pounds in? Yes. So that's why we'll say less than or equal to. Jason is planning on going to a concert. He has $25. A ticket costs $11.75. Writing an inequality showing how much money he can spend on refreshments. So we can compare the amount of money he has to the amount of money he spends. So he could spend his remaining money, the money on refreshments, and the ticket. So we're combining the ticket price and the refreshment price and comparing that to the $25. Which one has to be more? Well, he has to have more money than he spends. Can he spend all of his money? Yeah, he can. So that's our inequality. Mr. Garcia needs at least 60 paintbrushes for his arts classes. He has 22 paintbrushes already and will buy more paintbrushes in packages of 8. So how many paintbrushes will he have? So he will have 8 times the number of packages he buys. He will also have the 22 that he started with. That needs to be compared to the 60, which is his goal. When we say at least, we know that it's going to be or equal to. And based off of the fact that he needs at least 60, he should have more than 60. So that's our inequality. If 7 points were added to Jane's current math grade, her grade would be higher than 100. Write an inequality representing her current math grade. So her current math grade plus 7 would be higher than, that means greater than, 100. That's the inequality representing her current math grade. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and solve this and say, okay, x is going to be greater than 93. Thank you.